Hey, everybody. You know, if you start traditionally wet shaving, you'll save money. Today is a budget shave on this episode of Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. We certainly appreciate you joining us. Before we get started, let's do some administrative stuff out of the way. Right down here, www.theshavingcadre.com. Please come and visit us. We certainly think we are the best gentlemanly forum on the interwebs. And then right over here, you'll see the barber pole with the cowboy hat. Please click on that. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. And you've shaved with the rest, now shave with the best. There'll be some links here for some Barber Dave merch. Only got t-shirts and coffee mugs, but those are the two most important things in the world. T-shirts and coffee mugs. Right? Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Also, up here somewhere, tomorrow night, Monday night, the July 4th Eve, Drinks and Dave's. Come see our live show. And this one is going to be about DIY projects and when we should have called professionals. So come and join us for that. Okay, so one of my viewers last week or the week before had asked, I think it was last week, asked if I could do budget shaves. And as you saw in the opening, nobody saves money traditionally wet shaving. It's a nice thought, but there are ways to do a budget shave. Now, this may also be a little bit of a stunt shave today, because what I'm about to show you, I have not shaved with since barber school, and I've never shaved with it anywhere else. Plus, not to mention the type of razor that I'm going to show you gave me the absolute worst injury I've ever had that actually required stitches on my face. So, Danica, I hope you're happy. For the next 3 days, we are going to try to do budget shaves. Now, before I get started, this shave, and this is back of the napkin math, okay? I'm taking for granted the length of time that you have the razor, the length of time that you use the blade, the soap, how long you're going to have the soap, the brush, the witch hazel, the aftershave, the cologne, and breaking it down by how much I use per shave. So, based on that highly technical engineered back of the napkin math, I figure this shave is going to cost about $3.15 for the entire shave. Now, that's not to mention any hospital bills that could happen because of this. So let's get started. For the soap today, this is a soap that you can get for about $6.99 at Walmart, although I don't think they make the shave stick anymore. It didn't go over real well, and that's Cremo. This is Vanilla Orchid. It's a wonderful soap. It's a good performer. They do have it in the tubes, and the price is about the same. So, the brush today, a very budget brush, but one of the best brushes on the market, in my opinion, is the Smoke 620. Once you get this bore broken in, it's fantastic. So I think they're $24.95. The Thayer's Lemon, $6.99 at Target. The Aqua Velva Blue, $2.49 to $5.49, depending on where you bought it, although you don't get the glass bottle. This will be in the plastic bottle. And then the Cremo cologne, which is very nice and almost EDP strength, $21.99 for 4 ounces. Now for the razor. This is a straight razor. And brand new, they're $15.99. It's what most barbers that go to barber school, because the barber schools can be a little cheap, give to train their barbers on. Ugh, it's scary. I have gone into some of these schools and retrained them. But anyway, this is it. This is the Magic Master Barber Shavette. Now, this is using a Persona Lab Blue blade. So it is, anyway, so $3.15. So, Danica, I hope you appreciate this, because this could be fun. Now, for those of you that have never used a shave stick before, if you've been living under a rock, all you do is you wet your face, wet the soap, put on your face, take whatever residuals left over, and you start lathering. And I start with a fairly wet brush. And it takes a while to work in, but it works out pretty well. And I find I don't necessarily need to add any water. I'll probably add a little bit because this razor is interesting. So anyhow, this was a good idea, Danica. I appreciate that. Because, you know, even though we all know, honestly, that traditional wet shaving isn't going to save you money. In fact, for some people, it's going to be as much as a mortgage payment when you go at it. But it's stuff that you have forever, and it's fun, and it's a hobby. And you know what? Can you put a price on a hobby? I don't know. I guess you can. I know that my wife would probably say yes. Avocado Queen, can you put a price on a hobby?
There is no price.
Okay, how much do I owe you for saying that?
Your life.
Yeah, see. But anyways, but Danica had also asked budget shaves that are available to everyone. Well, the razor you can get at any barber supply store, both here, Europe, wherever you may be. The Thayers, same thing. Pretty much everything here you can get anywhere in the world at a local drugstore for inexpensive. And the Cremo you can buy directly from their website or Walgreens, Walmart, stuff like that. So, okay, I got to tell you, I've got a lot of years behind me in straight razors, as most of you know. However, this one scares the hell out of me because this magic razor, the blade, it's not meant to have the best tolerances. And there's a little button here. And if you're shaving with it, you press the button, the blade slips. So, here we go. And traditionally, what this razor is really used for when training barbers is not for straight shaves, although they use it. But it's really used for around the ear and down the neck and behind the neck. Plus, most states now do not allow traditional straight razors, so they need a disposable option. Most barbers, especially when they're new or they're young, they don't want to spend a lot of money on blades and everything else, and they don't want to hone, they don't want to do any of that stuff. So they buy these. And most of these, I believe, are okay, except it doesn't really train the barber how to do a straight shave. And I don't blame the schools because the schools have state mandates on razors. And when they're providing a kit for their students, unfortunately, a razor sometimes is an afterthought because it's only used at the end of the haircut. They don't really teach shaving that much. So I recommend to most barbers that are in places that have to have removable blades, go ahead and spend the money, get the Titleist, bar none. If you're not going to do that, get the feather, any one of the feathers, whether it be the God, I can't even remember, the Artist Club, the one that looks like one, or the lesser one. And I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Now, the only problem with this razor it is so lightweight that you have to put pressure because you won't even get this blade loves to stall. These razors love to stall, and that's the worst thing you can do when you're a new barber is stall the blade. So yeah, there's clearly some logistical and some applicative issues when it comes to something like that. So, but I recommend the feather or the Titleist for sure. There are other shavettes out there that use DE blades that you can use, but why not use a feather blade? They're better. You know, even the feather camisori, the Artist Club camisori would be good. So far so good. Now this is where it gets scary because the way I hold my razor, it's right along that shaft that you slide out of the razor. Another good, and actually one step above this and then one step below the feathers of the Titleist would be the Dorco shavettes. They're also branded, we use them as hair razors at my shop. And it's made by the original company. And it's called Tondeo. It's the Tondeo Swiffer, or I don't know if that's actually it, but that's what I use when I do the Roffler sculpture cut, the razor cut for hair, because that's what was recommended. Oh, there we go. Recommended by my Roffler instructor when I was being trained on how to do the sculpture cut. There's a perfect example. It's stalled and I think it's going to bleed. This soap also dissipated really fast, so I'm going to apply a little bit more. I think I got it too wet, and that's something I don't do very often, but just to make sure, because I don't want to kill myself. Yeah, I caught myself, but that was expected. Okay, kind of over lathered because normally I don't have to do that. Okay, so that's that one. So far, only one small hiccup down here. I doubt very seriously that I will try to, well, what the heck, I'm into it. I'm invested. I may try to flat blade this thing, but I don't know about that. You know, and although this fragrance is nice and it's slick, the soap is what you would expect from a $6 soap. You know, it can dissipate. It's very water dependent, and if you overwater it, you're screwed. Okay. Yeah, you know, and I will stick with what I said, and I think I've got enough experience with a straight razor, you know, going on 5,700 shaves, that which is safer, a shavette or a straight razor? No doubt whatsoever at all. Case closed. Drop the mic. A straight razor. I think that the shavettes like this require more technical knowledge and you need to know your face better. Where a straight razor, yeah, are you going to get injured in the beginning? Sure. But you know where every piece of that blade is. This is a little bit different because you've got a shorter blade and a longer axis. Now, if you want to spend the money on a Titleist or a feather, then by all means try it first if you like, because it more approximates the actual shave of a straight razor. Now this should be fun. And as I said, the biggest problem with these are they're so light. And the tolerances on these $15 cheapo aluminum pot metal razors is the tolerances so the blade can move, it can go up and down, it can change. Yeah, it's not fun. And that's why it's kind of ironic that barber schools use these. All right, I'm going to try a little bit of cleanup. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not going to tempt fate. And I can tell just by, I caught myself in three spots. 1, 2, 3. And that's just due to the fact that these blades are so lightweight and you have a tendency to put too much pressure. And then if you have a new blade, which this is, you have a tendency to stall the blade out. And I don't care who you are. Now, if you shave with a shavette all the time, maybe you get, a DE style shavette, which is what this is. Then maybe you get used to it, but that's never going to happen with me. Oh, yeah. Well, it is going to be 108 degrees today. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be 111. So, and I did factor the alum in there, but that's like a penny a use. So even that. Did overwater the soap, but don't let that dissuade you from trying the Cremos soaps in the tube. Like I said, I don't think they make the shave sticks anymore. If they do, they're hard to find. But the rest of the shaves for budget shaves will be shave sticks. Maybe as soap. I haven't decided yet. But there won't be any more straight razors because there's really no budget straight razor other than used. And, for purposes of what Danica wanted in the shaves, I think that this kind of fits the bill for a $3.15 per shave. Thayer's Lemon, which I already showed you. But just in case you're looking for it. And you can buy this online too. And Quinn's is another good choice that when you factor in per shave. And that's really the way you have to factor in what is it going to cost per shave. But like I said, the non-scientific method is you don't know. I mean, with 600 soaps, it could last you forever. I mean, I've had these, the shave sticks, Dangerous Dawn on the shaving cuttery at the time had mentioned these, and I went and picked them all out. And they don't even sell them anymore. So I think these are at least 3 to 4 years old. Don, if you watch my video, you can kind of comment on that. So again, the Cremo shave stick or the Cremo in the tubes, which you can bowl lather, is fantastic. It's good stuff, for a budget shave soap. And the Vanilla Orchid fragrance is wonderful. So overall, I'd say this is not quite a DS BBS shave, but it's good. But I did catch myself, so I got to take some points away from Hogwarts for that. So, sorry, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and, what's the other one? The one that, what's the name of the school that Harry was in? Anyways, geez, don't get old. Gryffindor, thank you. See? From the gods. Gryffindor. I have to take 10 points away from all of those. Because wasn't that good? In fact, I may need to put a little bit more alum on that one. So when you're looking, so when you're looking at a budget shave, understand that if you go full budget, it may hurt, but you can do it. Ice Blue Aqua Velva, like I said, in the plastic, $4.99, $2.99, whatever, per bottle. But if you can find yourself one of the bottles, the originals, do it. And Aqua Velva Ice Blue is a classic. It is wonderful. It's great for the summer. It's great for the winter. It's just good stuff. And we are using Yardley Classic Gentleman. Now, this was also factored into that $3.15 shave per shave. So it is a full shave. It's just a budget one. So, Danica, when you watch this, trust that, like our country, I bled for you. Just kidding. The talc goes really well with the aftershave. Pretty good. And like I said, the Cremo Blue Cedar, and they've got a bunch of these for $21 for almost 4 ounces for a cologne that is almost as potent as an EDP. Why not? And yes, as I factored my shave based on how much I use. So I know somebody out there is going to say, well, Dave, you put that on like bath water. Yeah, I do. Because I want to smell good. For you? No, for me. Anyways. Okay, guys. Thank you for whatever, whomever's with us today. We thank you so much for joining us at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. You can find me at the Shaving Cadre, also at Drinks and Dave's. So that's our budget shave, $3.15 per shave. And we're going to have another budget shave tomorrow. Not sure exactly what we're going to use yet. We'll figure that out later. So anyhow, thank you for joining us on a Sunday. I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed Sunday. And we shall see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Take care.